Grab the popcorn. Clapper just threw Brennan under the bus by Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. Obama's former top spy chief is feeling the heat. James Clapper appears to be worried about keeping his own security clearance after President Trump correctly pulled unhinged John Brennan's clearance last week, citing his erratic behavior, especially when he wrongfully and foolishly accused President Trump of treason. Now Clapper has come out and said that he thinks Brennan's rhetoric is becoming an issue and called him a freight train who will say what's on his mind. Of course, Clapper still claims he empathizes with Brennan, but voices his concern for the fiery rhetoric. From the Hill, former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper said Sunday that he thinks former CIA Director John Brennan's rhetoric is becoming an issue in and of itself. John and his rhetoric have become an issue in and of itself, Clapper said on CNN's State of the Union. John is subtle like a freight train, and he's going to say what's on his mind. Clapper's comments came in response to an op-ed penned by Brennan in the New York Times this week, in which he wrote that President Trump colluded with Russia during the 2016 election. Clapper said he empathized with Brennan, but voiced concerns for Brennan's fiery rhetoric towards Trump and his administration. I think that the common denominator among all of us in the intelligence community that have been speaking up is genuine concern about the jeopardy and threats to our institutions, Clapper said. Wow, there's a change of tune from Clapper. Brennan's claims drew criticism from some in the intelligence community who said the timing was suspect. Senate Intelligence Committee Chairman Richard Burr on Thursday took aim at Brennan for purporting to know as fact that the Trump campaign colluded with a foreign power. If his statement is based on intelligence he has seen since leaving office, it constitutes an intelligence breach. And if he has some other personal knowledge or evidence of collusion, it should be disclosed to the special counsel, not the New York Times, Burr said. Burr added that Trump has the full authority to rescind security clearance if the statements were purely political and based on conjecture. Trump revoked Brennan's security clearance last week, saying that his lying and recent conduct, characterized by increasingly frenzied commentary, is wholly inconsistent with access to the nation's most closely held secrets and facilities, the very aim of our adversaries, which is to sow division and chaos. The widely criticized move was seen as a punitive measure against one of Trump's most outspoken critics. More than 60 former intelligence officials on Friday denounced Trump's decision, stating that ex-intelligence officials should have the right to express their opinions on national security matters without punishment. All of us believe it is critical to protect classified information from unauthorized disclosure, the group wrote in a letter obtained by CNN, but we believe equally strongly that former government officials have the right to express their unclassified views on what they see as critical national security issues without fear of being punished for doing so. Clapper this week also criticized the Trump administration for its decision, joining more than a dozen high-ranking intelligence officials who signed a letter censuring the president for the move. Well, too bad, he's the president, and basically Brennan should have his clearance taken away. They used to try to pin that Trump was unhinged. Now it's coming out that Brennan is unhinged, but Clapper knows that he doesn't want his security clearance revoked. Who knows how Clapper is profiting off of this for him to be changing his tune like this, but he still went against what the president wanted, just to make it look good, but he actually did throw him under the bus, when he said he's like a freight train and he's going to say what's on his mind. Well, the president just said what's on his mind, and it's time to take the security clearances away from these characters. Why should they have security clearance when they're against the Trump administration? And Brennan's going around saying that like he has some kind of info on Trump, which he has zero. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.